Bingo. Look at that, guys. 10,000 miles on the Ram Hurricane. You know, that piece of crap that everybody talks about, how it's a big turd and it's going to be riddled with problems. Well, I don't know. Seems to be doing pretty good to me, averaging 18.8 miles per gallon. Power is unbelievable. Interior is beautiful. Holding up terrific. We'll get out of the truck. We'll talk about it a little bit and give you my thoughts here while I'm driving home. What do you say, guys? Joe at Odyssey Off-Road. We are in the Ram 1500 2025 Ram. I bought this thing last December. December 26th to be exact. And I put 10,000 miles on it already. So majority of those miles have been hauling dirt bikes or ATV in the bed of the truck. And the rest of it is all stop and go around town. When I'm hauling the ATVs and the dirt bikes, it's usually, you know, road trips that are at least 150 miles or so. So, I mean, I don't have nothing negative to say about this thing so far. So, for everybody worried about it being, you know, a piece of junk because they listen to the, listen to the 4 people online that complain about the same problem over and over. I mean, the trucks, of all the new vehicles out there, of all the new truck engines, this seems to be the most reliable one out there. You know, the Hemi hasn't come back yet, so that'll be back for the 2026 models. And, you know, from what I understand, they're bringing back the same exact setup they had on, you know, the outgoing before they stopped making the Hemi in 2023. It's going to have the e-torque system, which has its own set of problems it's had. And it's not, from what I understand, there's no changes to the valve train, which you're still going to probably end up with the, you know, occasional Hemi tick and the exhaust manifolds that crack after 60,000 miles and leak. That's like not an if, that's a guarantee pretty much with those motors, is the exhaust manifolds go bad. You ever listen to an older Hemi in the parking lot start up from a cold start and you hear that ticking sound? You know, it's the exhaust leak. And my father's truck has it. You can fix it. You can, you know, under warranty, they'll replace your exhaust manifolds with the same exact ones. And then 60,000 miles, it's going to happen again. It's just the way they are. And from what I understand, there's no changes or updates. Not that I have seen anything, or they haven't even said that they're addressing certain issues, and they're just bringing back the same thing that they left. And not that Hemi was a bad motor, but the point of this is everybody was bitching and complaining about having to have, you know, the Hemi, and how the Hurricane's an absolute piece of junk. There's a couple big YouTubers out there that are just constantly ripping on the Hurricane motors. I mean, the Hurricane engine in the Rams has proven so far, and it's only been a year, obviously, but it's been proven to be fairly reliable. The only issues this motor even had precursing the Ram was when it was in the Grand Wagoneer, and they went through a few different iterations of thermostat housings. They were going bad, thermostat housings on these motors, and it wasn't specific to the motor itself. It was just the thermostat housing they were using with it was plastic. They still are, but they've had several revisions. They haven't had any problems since they last fixed it, last updated model that I've known or seen documented anywhere online, forums, Facebook pages. I haven't seen anybody with a 25 Ram having the thermostat issue. Could there be one or two? Maybe, but those issues were all back when this motor first was introduced several years ago in the Grand Wagoneer, and they've updated that and corrected that issue since. So as far as the motor itself, it's pretty stout, it's pretty sound. As you've seen, fuel mileage has been awesome. Even when hauling, specifically when hauling, it's actually been very good, because, you know, if I'm going up north, I'm in Arizona, as most of you know. If I'm headed up north and I'm going up to 17 and I'm doing those mountain pulls up the passes on I-17 there, headed up towards Flagstaff and stuff, and I got my dirt bike in the bed or an ATV in the bed or something, it just goes, man. The thing don't even downshift. You keep it in cruise control, 70, 75 miles an hour, and it just goes. And it's like it doesn't even sniffle at a hill. Turbos spool up a little bit, and it just maintains 8th gear and just goes and goes and goes. The truck has been, it's unbelievably comfortable to drive, especially when you're hauling something on a road trip. Everything else with the truck, I don't really have any complaints. I have one little issue with the heated seat. I've had that issue since I got it. Dealer can't seem to remedy it. I think it's more of a dealer thing, to be honest with you. I think I need to go to a different dealership, but to be quite honest, it hasn't been that much of a problem. But basically what happens is the driver's side heated seat will turn off on itself by itself, which it's not supposed to. It's supposed to stay on until you turn it off manually. There's no auto shut off. Passenger seat will work fine. It'll stay on until you turn it off. But if I put the driver's side seat on full hot, which I like to do, especially if I go riding, you know, I'm a little stiff, sore back on a road trip, I like to crank the heated seats. After like 30 minutes, it'll auto shut off. And then if you put it back on, a little while later, it'll shut off again. So you got to keep turning it back on. So if you turn the temperature down, it doesn't. I think it's something in the seat shorting out and overheating. That's my personal opinion, but that's the one thing they haven't changed is the actual seat itself. So they wanted me to drop it off and leave it for a couple days and open a ticket with, you know, corporate RAM and get on a call with them. And I'm just not, you know, I don't have the patience to deal with that crap, to be honest with you. If it keeps working the way it is, I'll keep this truck till, you know, I keep it and leave it the way it is, because it's not that much of a pain in the neck. If it completely stops altogether, it'd probably be the best case scenario. So then I can just drop it off and say, hey, it's not working at all. And they'll be able to identify the exact issue at that point. But as of right now, you know how dealerships are. Can't replicate the issue and all that stuff. So I'm just leaving that, let that roll for now. Doesn't bother me that much. Everything else, I've never had a single other issue with truck hiccup, electrical, gremlin, anything. It's awesome. It's awesome on fuel, which I've already mentioned. It's super comfortable on the road. It's quiet in the cab. Sound system is unbelievable. The Alpine stereo system on this truck is terrific. I'm just getting home here now, so we'll get out of the truck, do a little walk around, show you how the paint and exterior, the seats and carpet, all that stuff is holding up. You know, 10,000 miles. It's going to be, I can tell you what you expect it should be. Really no issues. A couple small paint chips in the front from, you know, cranking down the freeway in Arizona, 75, 80 miles an hour. On, you know, you get a couple stone chips here and there, and there's a couple of those. Most of the stone chips I'm getting actually are on the rear fender flares, like right on the leading edge of the rear fender flare. So let me get out the truck here, and so you don't have to keep staring at me. Show you the truck, do a quick walk around, final thoughts on it. But man, 2 thumbs up on this truck. If you're thinking about getting one, I wouldn't hesitate. And if they're sitting right in the parking lot next to a Hemi, and they were the exact same price, I mean, choose which one you think you'd rather have and go with that one. You know, in terms of reliability, I think they're both pretty much the same gonna be for you. And in terms of fuel mileage, you're gonna get better fuel mileage for sure on the Hurricane. That's not even a question. But you know, pick your poison. If they were next to each other on the lot and you can get the Hurricane for cheaper, I wouldn't hesitate. I would just take the better deal, because the Hurricane motor's been really that good. So here's the truck interior wise. You'll see, you know, no wear and tear on the seat, absolutely nothing. Truck's a little dirty, haven't cleaned the interior in quite a while, but I'm not a pig, so you know, it doesn't get that bad. And carpets are holding up awesome, because we have the LazFit floor liners. I got a link in the video description here. If you guys are interested in set of these floor liners, I can get you a discount. Use the link in the video description here with the discount code there as well. Odyssey 15, that'll save you 15% at checkout. Also, LazFit bed liner we have in it. And we also have LazFit LED lights. You'll see the bed lights there are all a nice LED. The third brake light is LED. Tail lights are LED. I swapped all those bulbs out with LazFit LED bulbs. 0 issues, no fast blinky problems, no reprogramming needed, no nothing. Check out the link in the video description. Use my discount code, save yourself 15% at checkout. And you see the rear one too. I got all groceries from the store, but you see how nice that holds up. These floor liners are awesome because they don't have a seam, and actually there was a time where like something fell over here. I was coming back from the store and spilt, and it just stays on the mat. So you don't have to worry about it like going through the seam. Some of the rear floor liners are like 2-piece, and then it'll get it in there. This is nice, man. Back seat's awesome on this thing. Get all this floor, leg room. When I go camping, solo camping, I actually fold my seats up and I camp out in the back of my truck. Do like overnights and stuff when I'm out riding. Outside the truck's holding up awesome. Again, absolutely filthy. Haven't washed it in like 2 weeks, but haven't even never rotated the tires yet, and they're holding up terrific. Actually, we're gonna do an oil change here this weekend because we hit the 10,000. That'll be the third oil change. I did an oil change at 1,000 miles and an oil change at 5,000 miles. And then we're gonna do one here at 10. I do it every 5,000. Best thing you can do, especially with turbos. That really, the heat from the turbos really cook the oil. You wanna keep fresh oil in them, so for longevity. You'll see the paint, the body, everything. I mean, everything's bent, you know. You got a couple small paint chips here. It's like one there. Mostly on the grill. The black grill, which you're gonna see mostly when you get them. Got a couple on the white bumper. It's a steel bumper painted, so you're gonna get those. You know, it's flat-faced bumper. You're gonna get them no matter what you do. Get yourself some touch of paint. Any vehicle you buy, you're gonna get a few paint chips. Some obviously chip worse than others. The paint isn't as good a quality, but I found Stellantis paint products on the Jeeps, the Rams, all of them. Very thick clear coat, really hold up well. The only place I'm getting a lot of excessive chips, I would say, is the rear fender flare here. You'll see there's a whole bunch. And they've kind of started right away. Like my first road trip with the truck, like first couple thousand miles, it had some. And it's like that on both sides. It is what it is. Nothing you can do about it. It's just soft plastic, these fender flares, and they're painted. So, you know, the rocks come up from the front tires. Probably if you had floorboards, it would stop a lot of that. But I don't. So they just come flying and hit the leading edge of this from the road. And you're going to get that. So the rest of the truck's holding up mint. I have 0 complaints. I say 2 thumbs up on this truck if you're looking to get one. If you need a half ton, if you want something that's very comfortable on the freeway, something that's pretty good on gas for a full-size truck, and something that is fairly reliable so far. I mean, I've had the Toyota Tundras, the new ones with the twin turbos. I've had a lot of trucks. There's no half ton on the market that's not having issues right now. Ford has a plethora of issues with their motors. You know, cam phasers and all kinds of stuff still. They don't ever sort out. They just keep putting the same junk in them. Chevy's got their V8s are blowing up left and right. Toyota's still having their twin turbo V6 blowing up. So, you know, unless you're going in the half ton route, the mid-sized truck route, the half tons are a crapshoot right now, a roll of the dice. So I think this Hurricane motor's been, you know, the least amount of problems of any of them. So, you know, if you're really that worried about it, you want to keep it long-term, get yourself an extended warranty. Let the dealer take care of it. If there is an issue, who cares? But I think it's going to be, you know, fairly reliable motor. I'm having great luck with it. It's been really good. Anything changes, I will keep you guys up to date. This is the 10,000 mile update. And I told you guys what update you as we go along with it. I'm not going to make this video long in the tooth and keep, you know, rambling on about nonsense, but I kind of wanted to hit the highlights and show you guys and tell you how good it's doing for me. So I know a lot of you guys are interested and have some concerns, you know, with the newer motor, and rightfully so. There's a lot of misinformation out there online, but I'm an owner of the vehicle. I've had it for, you know, about 10 months now, and not even 9 months now, and 10,000 miles. And so far, so good. We're just rolling along. So this is Joe at Odyssey Off-Road. Don't forget checking the link in the video description for the last fit products. Save yourself some money. Use the discount code there. I'll post it in the video description as well. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.